Lord Damodar, is called Damodarashtakam. Bhagwan's sweet childhood pastimes are described here. Bhagwan performed so many childhood pastimes. So remembering all these childhood pastimes of Bhagwan, Satyavrata Muni, he is offering obeisances to Bhagwan. May all those pastimes manifest in our heart. Then what he is saying in the prayer, Oh Lord, I don't want liberation, or I don't want the limit of the liberation, that is Vaikuntha planets. Nachanyam vrineham vareshadapiha. I don't want any other benediction, no other benediction I seek. I just want to see your transcendental beautiful form as a cowherd boy. May this form be present in my heart. I certainly have no other desire in my heart. Oh Lord, I have one pointed, only one prayer at your lotus feet. If any bad thoughts come in my heart, may some other extraneous desire may come in my heart, then please remove that desire, because you are the touchstone. You are, whatever one desires, Bhagavan fulfills that. So there are so many desires in our heart. Therefore, Varam Deva Moksham Moksha Vadimva. In this material world, mundane religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, and desire for liberation, impersonal liberation, these are the four mundane desires, and these four mundane desires, they bind the living entity to this material world. Therefore Mahaprabhu told that so, expecting economic development, sense gratification is duplicity. Desiring artha, dharma, kam, moksha is duplicity. One should give up this duplicity. What is duplicity? Desiring self gratification, desiring material objects from Bhagavan is a sort of duplicity. Asking money from Bhagavan, the desire to enjoy sense gratification, all these desires, they are actually like a big sense gratification. Especially the desire for liberation is the biggest duplicity. Therefore, I never aspire for such duplicitous desires. To maintain oneself, sometimes you have to beg to maintain yourself. The biggest duplicity is asking for liberation. Srila Gurudev says, if someone enter into the Mukti Loka, which is below the Shiva Loka, then one will be entrapped in that Mukti Loka, the abode of liberation. Then that is a complete destruction. Because Mukti is a type of punishment. Liberation is type of punishment. We have seen at every home that बच्चे को काम देते हैं, जैसे उस दिन देखा एक छोटा बच्चा बड़ा उधम हो जाता है, उधर में जो सब्जी रखी है उन्हें सब्जी को काम करके फेंकता है, so you see one child, तो जहाँ करके बाबाजी महाराज ने डंडा लिया, one child was causing a lot of disturbance in the kitchen. He was lifting all the sabji, cabbage, cauliflower, and he was throwing around. So then Babaji Maharaj, Pradyumna Babaji went and Shashikala Mataji caught hold of from behind, and then Pradyumna Babaji went and he tied him to a pillar with a rope. So they made sure that the container of the sabji was closed because the boy was
तो उसके लिए माँ क्या करती है, पाँव देती है,
mother will bind a boy. Mother will what when the child is doing so many naughty activities, what mother will do is she will put him in a room and close the door from outside. So in this way, so solitary confinement, this is the deadliest of all the punishments. Also in the hardcore terrorists, they are also given this punishment of solitary confinement. It is the worst type of punishment. So such persons who are aspiring for liberation get a punishment of solitary confinement. When they are disturbing Bhagwan, what Bhagwan does do? So when Bhagwan, what does he do? The demons like Kamsa who kill the cows, demons like Kamsa who are killing cows and killing Brahmanas, such demons like Kamsa, Bhagwan will come and thrash them nicely, then kill them and throw them in the solitary confinement of the Mukti Loka. Then they remain there forever. It's an eternal prison. It's a permanent prison. So there are two types of living entities, unfortunate living entities, who land up in this hell called abode of liberation, Mukti Loka. Daitya Harina Hataha. When the incarnations of Bhagavan, especially Krishna, when he kills some demons, then they go to Mukti Loka, they get liberated. And also, those are putting Tripundra Tilak, 3 lines, which never meet each other. Means you'll never meet Bhagavan if you put Tripundra Tilak, 3 cross lines. Then such persons calling Aham Brahmasmi, Pragyanam Brahma, Sarvam Karidam Brahma, Tattvamasi, such Mayavadis also after death land up in this Mukti Loka. So Mayavadi sannyasis, their neighbors are Kamsa and other demons.
संसार का सुख भोगे कोई चिंता नहीं, एक दिन तो एक दिन निकल जाएगा ना, निकल के भगवान के लोग तो पहुंचेंगे, पर मुक्ति में जाने से कभी निकल.
Suppose you desire heavenly planet, no harm. You'll go dance with Apsaras, Kinnaris, Urvashi, Tilottama, great enjoyment, great happiness, beautiful damsels, lots of liquor, lots of fun. But after some time, you'll escape from the heaven and someday you'll go to Golok Vrindavan. But if you go to the Mukti Loka, then everything is finito. Because then there is no chance of coming out of that abode. So there are 4 types of liberation. They are pretty harmless. Sarupya, Salokya, Sarstim, Samitya. Suppose someone is meditating on the form of Narayan at the time of death, then he'll get the 4-arm form. One will get the 4 arms, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, Vajanti, Mala. Then that person will stay in Vaikuntha. He will be living in a physical proximity of Narayan, Samipya Mukti. He will have the same opulence as Bhagavan, Sarsti Mukti. Then there is also living on the planet of Bhagavan. Oh Bhagavan, oh I want lots of wealth. Then Bhagavan, what does he do? Bhagavan makes him very rich. He becomes very rich. So he becomes the owner of Vaikuntha planet. Then the Samipya means what? That is Sarsti, having the same opulence as Bhagavan, or like comparable opulence like Bhagavan. And there is Samipya. So living entities, they fold hands to Bhagavan. And these people who have obtained the liberation called Samipya proximity, they glorify Bhagavan. Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham. And they are always happy glorifying the Lord from physical proximity. But such liberation is not sought by unalloyed devotees. But there are some devotees,
भगवान की सेवा के लिए
पर-
मुक्ति को भी अंगीकार करते हैं।
there are some devotees who
भक्ति भी
accept,
चाहिए और मुक्ति भी चाहिए।
there are some devotees, they say we want devotion and we also want liberation.
नहीं मानता जा
Okay, okay, go to liberation.
अधिकांश रूप में जितने भी बड़े बड़े पंडित विद्वान
Big scholars we are seeing in this India,
के लोगों को भी देख
and I have seen the people of Vallabh Sampradaya.
मुक्ति की बात यदि कही जाए मुक्ति अति तुच्छ है, इसको छोड़िए।
They say Mukti is most insignificant. Don't utter the name of Mukti.
घबरा जाए मुक्ति के बिना क्या है?
Oh, but they say, oh, without liberation it's all useless. So Mukti is very enticing.
उसी मुक्ति में पड़े हुए हैं, मुक्ति मुक्ति करते
Everyone
हैं।
is calling out Mukti, 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 and they are like always hankering for liberation. They want service of Bhagavan and they also want liberation.
साधक जीवों को देखा जाता है
So such practitioners are seen in this world.
कि भगवान की सेवा के लिए मुक्ति दे देते हैं, प्रेम से उत्तरा मुक्ति।
Bhagavan will give to them,
सुख से उत्तरा मुक्ति।
give two types of liberation. Sukhas, when the desire for one's own happiness is more prominent, then it is Sukha Sevattara Mukti. And then some people have aspiration for liberation, but it is endowed with great love. Then it's called Prema Sevattara Mukti. Prema Sevattara Mukti is superior to Sukha Sevattara Mukti.
मुक्ति बैठा न सिलो।
But Raghunath Goswami is advising us in Manas Shiksha, Tatha Mukti Vyagrana Shunu Kila Sarvatma Gilani. Mukti is like the desire for liberation is like a tigress. She will completely devour you.
जीवन का सर्वनाश हो जाए।
So if you are passing through jungle and some tigress you see and she will devour you, then you are finished. So therefore the devotees don't even want to hear the name liberation. I don't want Prema Sevattara or Sukha Sevattara or liberation. Mukti should be far away from me. Raghunath Goswami said that don't engage in religious activities and don't engage in irreligious activities. Then what am I supposed to do? I'm not supposed to engage in pious activities. Don't perform the pious activities which are recommended by the Vedas and don't engage in impious activities which are forbidden by the Vedas. Then what are we supposed to do? So some are fanatics. There are a lot of people who are not following the Chaturmasya Vrata. We are following, we are doing Ekadashi and following Chaturmasya vows. No dharmam, na dharmam, Shrutigana niraktam kartu. We don't worry about religious principles, we don't follow mundane religious principles and we don't abandon. And we are to simply serve Radha and Krishna. By our body, mind and soul. Don't engage your body in weightlifting, don't go to gym and don't try to get six-pack abs. Try to do Harinam and do service to Radha Krishna. Engage your body in washing the pots in the kitchen, Radharani's kitchen, cleaning, cutting the vegetables, cleaning the stool of Vaishnavas, toilets and everything. Then your body will be transcendentalized.
ये जान करके उनकी सेवा करें, उन्हीं में निष्ठा, उन्हीं में आसक्ति, बस हमें और कुछ नहीं करना।
We don't want anything else. We want to serve Guru Vaishnavas by our body.
और कोई कर्मवलंब बता, कोई ज्ञानवलंब बता।
Some are following the path of karma. Some are following the path of jnana. Some are following fruity activities. Some are adhering to the knowledge which leads to impersonal liberation. But Vayam tu Haridasanam Padatranavalamaka. We are only carrying the shoes of the Vaishnavas on our head. Our desire is to follow in the footsteps of the Vaishnavas. Srila Gurudev will catch our ear, pull by us by our ponytail and take us to Golok Vrindavan, then we'll go with Gurudev. Otherwise, we will stay in Gaudiya Math for eternally. We don't want to worry about going to Golok Vrindavan. Gurudev will come and will take us by force. Otherwise, we'll keep on engaging in service. We have only caught the feet of Gurudev. We are always with Gurudev. We have to do that. We don't have to. We are not asking for anything more. We are happy with whatever Gurudev has given us. We should simply be happy chanting the Harinam and mantras which Gurudev has given, reading the books which Gurudev has given, and hearing his Harikatha. Following this process will advance in spiritual life. No moksha vadim. We don't want any type of liberation. Sayujya, Samipya, Salokya, Sasti. We don't want all these liberations. Then he's telling, Na chanyam vraneham varishadapiha. I don't want any other benedictions. I don't want to become Brahma. I don't want to be Shiva. I don't want to become Indra. I don't want to become any ruler in this material world. Oh Lord, I should be able to behold this bliss under like bluish body day and night. That's all I want. We offer obeisances to that Sri Krishna. So that oh Lord, you should stay in the temple of my heart. You should be present in my heart. You should, in my mind, there is a very beautiful visual throne. Oh Lord, come and sit upon that visual throne in my heart. And may your name, form, quality and pastimes manifest on my tongue. Let me glorify. Now Bengali. If anyone has a Brajamandal Parikrama book in English, please give me one copy. Thank you.